Hi there, so today I'm going to show you how I achieve Snow White's makeup look and the Evil Queen's makeup look. So my Snow White makeup look is entirely inspired by the original cartoon, and my Evil Queen makeup look is entirely inspired by Atlanta Perilla's Regina Mills, the Evil Queen from Once Upon a Time. So my hair is too long for Snow White, so I'm going to clip it up with just a hair claw to kind of give myself that faux bob kind of thing so that, you know, it's more her length. And then I'm going to take Makeup Forever's Hydrating Primer and I'm going to put this under my eyes here because I get really dry there, and I'm going to give it some time to set in while I do my eyebrows. Could you make a weirder face, Abby? Holy moly. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Granite, actually, not Branit. Woohoo! And I just dip my brush into it like that. Just see, one dip. And I'm using the e.l.f. Eyebrow Duo brush here, and I just like really lightly pull it through my eyebrows like that in like quick little things. And honestly, all I do is that one little dip, and that lasts me my whole one eyebrow, and I dip it again for the other eyebrow. So this little pot of dip brow is going to last me forever. And then I run through with the spoolie end to kind of blend everything out. And then I go in after with my Blink Cosmetics Eyebrow Mousse in the shade Black, and I run this through my eyebrows, like just on the actual eyebrow hairs to kind of set them all in place and darken it up just a little bit more. And because I am the messiest person ever, I had to go in after this with a cotton swab and some makeup remover just to clean up the edges. Now I'm going to take my Maybelline Better Skin Foundation. This is a brand new bottle, that's why I pump it so many times. And I'm going to apply it all over my face with a wet beauty blender. This is my first time actually using this foundation, and spoiler alert, it's amazing, and I love it. Now I'm going to take my e.l.f. double-ended concealer and highlighter, and I'm going to do one of these weird things here, where I draw the lines under my eyes with the concealer, and then I go in and fill in the spots with the highlighter just to help brighten everything up, because Snow White would have, you know, very bright and alive and happy-looking skin, and I'm going to blend it all in with my beauty blender. Again, with the weird faces, Abby. Holy moly. And now I'm just going to take my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I'm going to use it to set all my under-eye concealer. It's not really a setting powder, it's more of a blotting powder, but whatevs. It works, and that's what matters. Now I'm going to zoom into the eyes here. I'm going to take this Flower Cosmetics, which is Drew Barrymore's line. It's sold at Walmart, I think. Walmart exclusively? I don't know, but mainly Walmart. And this is the Color Play Cream Eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Wild Geranium. And I'm using it as an eyeshadow base, and it is like so creamy. I'd call it a mousse even. So you have to apply it with your fingers. It's too hard to apply it with a brush. Just trust me on this one. Use your fingers. And yeah, it creates a really like nice, warm-toned, shiny base for my eyeshadow, and I love it. I use it all the time, to be honest. And now I'm going to use this brush by the brand called Still. I found this brush at Walmart, and I love it, and it was really cheap, so yay! And I'm going to use it to blend out the edges of that eyeshadow base. Now, for the actual eyeshadow, I'm going to be using Naked 2 Basics. And first, I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow C brush from e.l.f., and I'm going to use the shade Frisk. And we're going to pat this all over my eyelid from the lash line to the crease, basically entirely over that base we just put down. Make sure you get a nice even coverage, and then we're going to take that same brush from before and blend out the edges. Now we're going to go back into Naked 2 Basics with my angled contour brush, and we're going to use the shade Cover, and we're going to take this through the crease. I'm going to try to concentrate the color on sort of the top of my crease rather than the outside corner, because Snow White in the cartoon had very like rounded but very tall oval shaped eyes, if that makes any sense. So really try to concentrate the color on the top rather than the outside edge. We're not doing a cat eye thing here. And now with that same brush from before, blend the edges. And now finally from that same palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Skimp, and I'm going to be applying that basically with any old brush on my brow bone and in my tear duct, and even a little bit on the center of my eyelid, just to act as like a sort of shimmery highlight, because we're really going for that glowy, healthy, shiny, pretty skin thing, because Snow White's supposed to be so naturally gorgeous. So now with my trusty Essence liquid eyeliner, I'm going to try to make a really thin line close to my lash line. And I'm going to also try to build this up a little bit just in the center to make my eyes look a little bit taller so they have more of Snow White's shape. And then what we're going to do after that is we're going to curl my eyelashes, and then I'm going to apply a thin coat of Benefit's Roller Lash, but you could use any mascara you want, on my upper and my lower eyelashes, but we're going with a thin coat because we are going to go in after and apply falsies. So I'm going to be using Duo Glue. This is my first time ever using Duo Glue, and spoiler alert, I do like it. And I'm using this pair of Ardell Natural Falsies because I want to keep the eye look very natural for Snow White. You could even use individual lashes instead if you are more comfortable with them, but I don't know, I like my strip lashes. And Ardell lashes are really trusty, honestly. Like, they're so easy to put on. You never have any problems with them, and they always look nice. Now I'm going in with my Tarte Inner Rim liner on my bottom waterline just to make sure it's nice and bright looking. And then on my e.l.f. Small Precision brush, I'm going to take that Frisk shade from Naked 2 Basics, and I'm just going to lightly put it under the waterline there in my lower lash line. Now I really did not want to contour at all in this look because Snow White's not the contour type, but I did decide to contour down my nose a little bit because I do have a larger nose and Snow White had a very cute tiny little button nose. So I went in with my e.l.f. contour kit and the contour shade there and the small tapered brush and just a little bit. Now I take my Tarte blush. This is called Captivating, and my e.l.f. blush brush. We're just going to really apply this on the apples of my cheeks and dust it back a little bit, but really we want that rosy, peachy, cute cheek thing. And now in the Naked Flushed palette, this is in the shade range, I guess. It's called Streak. And we're going to take that highlight shade, and we are going to like plaster this on my cheeks and my cheekbones for those really glowy, happy, healthy skin. Now, Snow White is known for her blood red lips. Now, personally, I don't really agree with that. I feel like blood red lips, it's a little too done for Snow White. You know, she's a 14-year-old girl. She's supposed to be kind of cutesy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply this Sephora cream lip stain in the red shade all over my lips. And then I'm going to go over it with Rimmel's Lasting Finish lipstick in the shade 038. It's called In Vogue. And it's just going to add this nice bright pinkness to this red, so it's not so blood red, it's a little bit pinkier, and I just think it's cuter for Snow White. And now the final step, of course, is her signature big red bow on her head, and that is the finished Snow White look. But now it's time to darken things up. So this is the look we're going for good old Evil Queen Regina, and let's go! So I'm starting off my Evil Queen makeup with my eyebrows already done, and I placed a piece of Scotch tape beside my eye here so that we get that really intense, sharp cat eye thing going on. And what I'm doing here is I'm putting my e.l.f. Mineral Eye Primer on, you know, all over my lid, that whole area there, and I'm just going to blend it in with my finger. And then on just a regular e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow by Joe Fresh. I found this, like, in the clearance section at the Superstore one day, and I didn't realize Joe Fresh had makeup, but it's apparently awesome. And this is in the shade Rose Quartz. And it's actually very pigmented and very sparkly, and it's perfect for this, and I love it. I would buy other Joe Fresh eyeshadows just from this. Okay, now we're going to take from the Tartelette palette on my angled contour brush, we're going to take the shade Power Player, and we're just going to put this all through my, like, crease, trying to really make sure that we concentrate it in the outer corner so that we get that cat eye thing in the end. Now I'm going to take the shade Bombshell from the same palette, and we're going to continue to do this through the crease thing. And I'm also going to drag this shade down a little bit onto my eyelid just to create like a V shape in the outer corner. Sorry, I'm like almost out of frame. There we go. I fixed it. Now with a clean blending brush, just blend everything to make sure, you know, it's going to look really nice and blended out by the time we're done here. Now on my trusty e.l.f. eyeshadow C brush, I'm going to take the shade Fashionista from this Tartelette palette, and I'm going to try to make it as dark as possible. I'm going to draw out from my crease here, and then I'm going to go down onto my eyelid, creating like a V shape. And then I'm going to take that brush that I was just using for blending, and I'm going to blend this out. And I go back here a couple of times with this dark fashionista color and my blending brush, trying to really darken this up without it being too blunt in any area. You know what I mean? Like, we want it to be really dark, but we also really want it to be blended. Now with my Essence eyeliner pen, we're going to line my eyes, trying to keep the line as thin as possible, and we're going to do a little bit of a cat eye. Just a little bit of a cat eye. Not as big as my usual cat eye. And I went in with a little bit more of that fashionista eyeshadow because I felt like it still wasn't dark enough. Blendy, blendy, blendy. Now I was satisfied. Take that tape off. Look at that sharp line. Damn, son. Now I'm going to go in with my Tarte close-up lash liner, and I'm going to line my waterlines black. And then I'm going to take my flat eyeliner brush, and I'm going to blend out that eyeliner on the bottom with the shade Bombshell from the Tarte Lip Palette. Then I'm going to curl my eyelashes, and I'm going to use my Benefit Roller Lash just a little bit on my upper and my lower eyelashes. And then I'm going to use these crazy intense Ardell lashes. They're called Double Up. Look at them. They're so thick, and the band on these was so thick that they were actually really hard to apply, and I consider myself like a false lash professional, and these were so hard to put on. So I'm using my Duo Glue here, my brand new bottle, and I'm going to take forever to apply my false lashes because these had a really thick band and it was really hard. There, done. Now I'm just using my hands to apply my Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, and even though I'm using my hands, I'm still trying to get a really good, even, thick, full coverage because Regina has perfect skin. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, which is like my favorite concealer of all time, and I'm going to do that whole triangle of youth thing under my eyes so that I look really, really illuminated and nice under there, and I'm going to blend it in with my Beauty Blender. And then I'm going to set my under eye concealer with my Too Faced Primed and Poreless powder. Old Faithful, my favorite powder of all time. Now, Lana Parrilla has like perfect bone structure, so I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. contour kit and my small tapered brush, and I'm going to contour the heck out of my face. We are going crazily under those cheekbones. We are bringing it up into the temples. We're doing the top of my forehead. We're doing down the sides of my nose. We're doing under the chin. We gotta chisel everything out. My favorite little trick to do that I just did right there is I like to take a really big powder brush to like blend out my contour because it just, I don't know, I like it better than anything else. So now I'm taking my e.l.f. Mineral Blush in the shade Wanderlust, and I'm applying this on my cheeks. She wears her blush a little bit farther back, like applying it from the middle of your cheeks back and forth, and that's actually how I like to wear my blush too, so it all worked out. Now I'm taking the highlight shade from the contour kit, the e.l.f. contour kit, and I'm applying it on my brow bone and in my tear duct, and I already applied it on my cheekbones you saw a second ago because, like I said, she's got great bone structure and I can only dream. Now I'm taking my Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade Blackberry Sorbet, and I completely blocked it out. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Now I'm taking my Rimmel Moisture Renew lipstick in 500 Diva Red, and I'm lightly putting it on over top of that Blackberry Sorbet just to make my lips a little bit redder. I will destroy your happiness if it is the last thing that I do. Someday my prince will come. So whether you choose to go Evil Queen or Snow White, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any requests for future videos, please leave them below. I'd love to hear them. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!